Many of these ancient irrigation tanks that were constructed centuries and centuries ago and then fully neglected since independence, because there's not much money to be made in this pond cleaning and all. Rather, when there's water shortage, some big dam, and then expensive kind of projects are attractive because it's collecting commission and all is easy for the crooks in the system. So anyway, they neglected. Now, since the new government has come, new dispensation and all, the priorities have changed a little bit. Moreover, the global water shortage also is compelling people to seriously address this water issue. And as a consequence, the authorities, whoever there, have started desilting some of these ancient water bodies. In the olden days, the villagers themselves, under the king and all, they used to, in the summer and all, they used to come and desilt their village tanks and then take that black topsoil for refertilizing their farmlands, because all the sediment, everything washes down into these water bodies and finally settles in these lakes. So it's a good thing what they're doing. However, there is one problem, that is, many of these old tanks have some fantastic aquatic species of plants. And when they do this kind of thing, with the top layer, those plants get destroyed. So that is one thing. Actually, the right way to do would be to do a survey of these old tanks first, to see what frogs are there, what fish are there, what plants are there, and all that. And then they should be saved somewhere nearby. After that dredging is over, they can reintroduce them. Or if it is something rare, some expert or conservationist can be called and they can save it after identifying. However, I doubt that is going to happen here. Hey, Barali. So anyway, some of the tanks now, I found it's completely, it's a good thing, dredged up and all that. So when they do this kind of exercise, the groundwater in the full surrounding and downstream areas gets charged, because that water can soak in nicely into the ground and recharge the groundwater, and then later these people can use the borewell and all, it will get water, borewell or whatever they have. So some of these places, they have rare plants, and now for me it's become a race against time to have a look at as many of them as possible before they get developed off. This dredging thing is done. It's quite a nice lake. Some work has been done. We can go and look at the soil, how it is. Here jet black, that is because of the high carbon concentration. Smell is not there. So this is all the dried leaves and all whatever is rotted and all in the forest and everywhere up in the upstream farms and all. It rains, it comes here, and then over centuries it occupies and becomes a huge layer of this black earth. And this is very fertile. For example, if you add 1 kg for 10 kgs of your that red color degraded soil that is there in all the farms, 1:10 is enough. This is all fine dissolved type of silt, that carbonaceous stuff. So it will just melt into the earth, such a fine particles. Here we can see that upper portion is really nice. This part. The shadow is coming too strongly. Anyway, I'll wind up this video. This is how it looks. Still it is there. Lot of very nice. I think in the core of the lake there must be plenty of this. The silt, and I'll just show you just outside this tank how the earth is. Dead and red. They used to say, better dead than red about communism. This earth also, once it loses all the carbon content, should have washed down. They don't replenish it. Rather to fertilize the soil, they just throw that urea and NPK, famous NPK and all. And that all produces sickly crops, and people who eat it also, they become sick. Nothing is there, it only looks nice. So that's the farm. This is the farm bang next to that tank. So all the upstream silt first comes to this farm, and then only flows down. So this is a good location for a farm, valley bottom and all. So naturally the soil will be fertile. Moreover, this farmer has used this earth very well. You can already see the result, how lush and green that corn is. Very nice. So they added that silt, and you can see the result straight away. This corn itself looks so dark and come out so well. And this silt, once you add it to the soil, it becomes dark like this. It has enough fertility for some 10 years of taking out crops. That's how it looks. Very nice.